What's going on? What's going on? Another episode. Cloud Nine Talk. What's going on, cuz?
What's going on, cuz? How you feeling?
All good. Got a late night episode. Nightcap edition. So man, let's
Nigga
get
look like
into it.
nigga look like he from New York and shit, man.
Man, back on our roots, man. Back on the East Coast, man. Shout out to East Fordham, man. Bronx. Fordham Road. That's like the New York version of Gettysburg. Cracking out there. Man, let's get into it, man. What's up with your Cowboys, man? What was your thoughts on them?
Man, even though we lost, man, I still gotta represent the flag, man. Gotta throw that flag up there. Nah, I was proud of my niggas, man, and I actually, man, gotta give a shout out to Dak, man. I'm very critical of Dak. I've never really been a fan, but he definitely showed me that he wants it, man. It was crazy with the whole spitting situation, man. Like that was crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like that. That bruh crashed out like that. I did see that they say Dak spit first, but you can't just spit on somebody, man. He liable to get like kicked out for the rest of the season. It's possible though. You feel me? That's like ain't that like an offense like in real life if you spit on somebody?
Yeah, I don't know. He should get suspended at least a game though.
Yeah,
But
game. I don't know. You already know the
yeah,
NFL. They could take that to the like. He lucky, like man.
yeah.
It could get crazy for real, for real. You hate to see it though, because he would have been important factor for the Eagles. But I feel like we could have won the game though. Like, CD Lamb had a monster game, but you got to catch them catches. Like he catches them in his sleep. And Dak would put it right on the money for him. So it was just like I was upset, but it's the first game against the champs though. So a positive look. If they got one of the best defenses, we was running up and down the field. Besides the rain delay, I feel like that caused the issue. Because we was definitely be able to run the ball finally. We've been struggling trying to run the ball for since Ezekiel Elliott. So it's just like that was good to see. Pickens showed me he's definitely gonna be a problem. I feel like that could have gave him a little more touches, but CD Lamb was balling, so you got to feed your number one receiver. But I'm happy. Like I mean, I ain't never happy with a loss, but I feel like a lot of people expect us to get blown out or we was gonna not do what we supposed to do. But I feel like we could have won that game.
Yeah, I had y'all winning yesterday though. Y'all like that Jalen Carter situation. That's what I really thought y'all was gonna win. Cause I'm like, okay, like I got some luck on y'all side, but now overall, y'all look good though. Offense look good. Like
Yeah,
I feel like Dak look good. CD got to make them. He got to make them plays when it matter most. Like man, he could have had 150 yards for real. He finished
yeah,
with 110. So like I said, he had like 10 catches for over 150. So like I said, maybe he's looking like top three, but like he definitely got to make them plays though, because he the number one guy wearing that 88. But running game, y'all did a good job though. Y'all had over 100 yards. Like I said, the offense looked real good. Defense, they they did what they did though for real though, because like passing, they held AJ Brown to one catch.
yeah,
Devontae Smith, he
yeah,
did all right, and the tight end was really getting off, but like they just got to get key on Hurts, like
yeah,
the
yeah.
mobile quarterbacks.
That I feel like that's what it was. Jalen Hurts, he just did what he was supposed to do. You can't really be mad at Jalen Hurts because it was like he wasn't forcing it. Because like you saying, our defense was you could tell the game plan was to shut down anything, over, any passes. And like, it was a Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts show. I wish that they started putting a little spy on them like they did in the second half. Of course with the rain delay, you got more time to draw up some and watch some film. But I felt like if we could have sent a little bit more pressure and we put a spy on them, but it's so hard though because then that's when the receivers get open. But I felt like they did what they were supposed to do. I felt like hopefully we expose something that down the road that you can't just win like that. Just run in and every time you have to
Right.
throw the ball eventually. And I feel like we did good. Like, but our defense definitely got to get a little bit better. But without losing Michael Parsons, it's an adjustment. But we seen a lot of people that's stepping up in that position. I forgot bruh's name, but he came in and got some good tackles. Um, I want to say his name was Seven. I don't know. I think it was the person that replaced on Michael Parsons. It was a couple guys. I can't get all their names right now, but I feel like we gonna be decent, man. I feel like it gauged us against the champs. We see where we at right now. We just gotta do what we do.
Yeah, like on the I think y'all gonna be a wild card team though. If y'all play y'all cards right, because y'all still can get some free agents or waiver guys to in that defense. to beef it up. But like overall, I think I give y'all B plus. Because like I said, even though y'all lost, really the Eagles, Jalen Hurts he just started going crazy, with the run with the legs. So once y'all key in on that, put more pressure, like you said, a QB spot, put more pressure on him, maybe a cornerback blitz, or because if they ain't throwing to the receiver, shoot, why not? Put some pressure on them. But it's gonna be interesting though down the road though.
Yeah, our
But
offense is gonna be solid though. I
yeah,
that's one thing I did see was like we finally got that high power offense that we always been trying to get because we didn't even have our starting running back Blue. I don't know if he was hurt or whatever, but Jason Williams stepped up
Devontae.
and Devontae Williams definitely stepped up and he like 100 yards rushing, but our main running back didn't even play. And I feel like with Pickens, like he's a threat. Like it was a couple of pass interferences they could have called other than
Right.
the one
Yep.
they
Yeah.
called. Like
Yeah. Yep.
he a monster out there. And then CeeDee Lamb doing what he doing in Turpin. Like he
Yeah.
nice.
Turpin. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
could
He key.
he kind of remind me like a Tyreek Hill. I ain't trying to compare, but he got that type of
Gadget
speed and he
player.
got that
Yeah.
type of like dynamic play because he was just like a kick returner, but now they put him at the wide receiver. He messed up on this one route when Dak was trying to get it to Ferguson, but other than that, we gonna be solid offensively. Like we said, we just got to tighten up on defense.
So back to
But
Turpin though, like y'all using guys like Turpin, like that's like a receiver 3 for y'all. So like that's unlocking y'all offense because Ferguson, Jake Ferguson, he gonna get back to like I said, I was real high on y'all because a lot of people be like I know y'all got the y'all the hottest team as far as media wise, but like y'all really got some talent. Y'all draft pretty well though, and like that Pickens trade, like I said, getting a receiver too. Man, that's like I said, CD gotta make them catches though. He make them catches. Y'all win that game though.
Yeah.
And that fumble,
Yeah.
Miles Sanders fumbling. Because Miles Sanders used to play for the Eagles too. So like he can't get that fumble changed the game though. So like key
Because he
moments.
almost scored
Yeah,
too. Remember?
right,
He
yup,
almost scored. He had that 50-yard run. And so
yup,
I know
yeah.
like you said, you can't fund that's the thing with the Cowboys, just being a Cowboys fan. It's always just something though. Like we always and you can't really you can't it's his job that you got to protect that ball. Like you feel me? Like he protected it on the one when he almost got the touchdown, he switched it to the other hand. You got to do the same thing. You can't just be willy-nilly with the ball. But I feel like it's like I said, it's the first game. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna be
Saquon,
solid
man.
though.
Yeah, hey,
Oh yeah,
Saquon.
Saquon, he the truth.
He had that one play where the dude tried to rip it up at the end. He hold it on, so bro, he's so strong, man. But like that's the reason him and Hurts, like that's the reason why they won that game, man. Because like I said, they were saving them though. The receivers wasn't really giving nothing.
Yeah,
But
championship pedigree. That's what
yup,
I'm saying.
yeah.
That's the difference. When you a champion, you just learn to find a way to win. Sometimes your best players, your best receivers ain't doing. You feel me? You got to find a way to get the W. Because at the end of the day, that's the thing about football. They won by 4. You get what I'm saying? And they still got the dub. So
But I will say this about the Eagles though. They look kind of shaky though on defense
yeah,
the whole game because y'all was running it up y'all scoring every possession in the first half. Those I was like, okay. That's why I was like, all right, because people don't realize what is it? The new head coach. He's been the offensive coordinator, and when they was 12-4, so it's like he know what he doing. So like now he got more control. But like they like I said, Pickens was getting a lot of. He could have had a lot of PIs though on Quentin Mitchell though, and like I said, they was getting exposed though. So like especially without Jalen Carter though. So like teams gonna be like, all right, we can throw in this team. And like I said, Dak was escaping them. Remember he was getting escaping
that's what I'm saying.
sacks.
Dak,
Yeah.
whatever that his rehab, whoever his trainer was, they did a great job because he moving better now than he ever did. I've never seen Dak move like that.
Yeah,
I've never seen him because he was like a couple times where he could have got sacked. That one time when it was late in the fourth quarter when he got that first down on with his feet, I'm like, that's what I'm saying, Dak. But I feel like he had to. Like you let a nigga spit on you, you get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
he turned
motivation.
like
Yeah,
he answered the bell though. That like I mess with Dak now. Can he continue this throughout the rest of the season? That's the thing because this one is on CD said it. This was on him because we both know we definitely would have scored a touchdown. We had multiple opportunities to win the game and we just beat ourselves. I can honestly say the Eagles didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
I say this with him, he like a James Harden. Like, it's really what you do in the playoffs, though. So, like, yeah, he could put all these. Remember, he was supposed to win MVP. He was second in MVP voting a couple years ago. So it's not like he's not a bad quarterback. It's just he has bad moments versus the good teams, and that make you look bad. It's like, damn, is it fraud? Is it fake? So like, he got the talent is there though. So it's really just like, can you win in no key like CD? Motherfucker, catch the ball. Shit, stop drop. You feel me? Like We call you top 5. They paying you this much. Catch the ball. Like just
He
make the
did. Them
plays.
was
Like
easy ones. Them was
yeah,
easy
I
catches too, though.
that last one I'll say like it was kind of like that was kind of he should have caught it in his hands, but like okay.
Yeah,
He was timed it. He a body catcher, but you got make
yeah.
catch the ball. Like
That
catch.
first one was right on the money, though. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah,
dream
yeah.
for them type catches.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But like you said, man, it's first game, so we gonna see, man. So, tonight, man, we had a good game. Chiefs versus Chargers, man. The Chargers got it done. And like I said, Justin Herbert, he threw for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, man, he was going crazy today. He's looking like vintage Mahomes, making plays, off, just scrambling. And like him and Kelsey connected for almost a 50-yard touchdown. Hollywood Brown, he got involved. Like I said, the Chiefs it started a bit slow, but man, what's your thoughts on that game?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even catch that game, but as you can see in football, the Chiefs, top projected team, they losing to the Chargers. Chargers, they probably didn't, nobody expected them to do that. So it's just, and that's one thing I can always say about the NFL. Every year is different. Just because you win the championship the year before, if you had a good season year before, that don't mean nothing. It's a whole new season. Like literally, people get better. The schemes is different. They figure out what you did well last year, and they adjust because it's like the Chiefs probably was thinking that they were going in, they was gonna win that game. So
Yeah,
it's a new season, but it don't mean nothing. It's a long. They got 17 more games.
right, yeah, yeah.
That's one thing about it. The one game don't define. You can start off the first couple games with losses, but then it's how you finish in the NFL. It's never really how you start. I mean, of course you want to start off well, but a lot of teams start off well and they fizzle out at the end. You want to be playing good going into the playoffs. So,
I say this though, from like what I've seen tonight from the Chargers though, they
mm,
look like they're gonna be an NFL sleeper, AFC sleeper though. Like I said, they got a deep receiving core and they got a young rookie running back too. Defense looks solid, and they got Harbaugh as a coach too. So he's gonna try to come in there and win games. So like I said, for them to win in a Brazil neutral game, and just to
mm,
hurt, he's looking like an MVP candidate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I know it's week 1, game 1 overreaction, but I like to hype stuff up, but hey, man, like I said, he was looking like looking like top 10 today though. I ain't gonna lie, damn near top 5. He all played Mahomes today. He had like a play of the game. He ran for like 3rd and 15, ran it on a 2-minute mark. They had Kansas City was at a timeout, so like he making plays like that though. So like I
mm.
said, man, look out for the Chargers though, man. So man, look out for man. What's up with your boy Kawhi, man? They paying money under the table, man. So like, man, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, it's crazy. You don't never know what's real on Twitter or the internet. I know the buzz is real. I know they saying what is going on is real, but it's always just something going on with Kawhi, man. For him to be so quiet, man, that's why the silent ones always be the ones that the most deadly, man. Like you don't never know what's going on with Kawhi, man. Because I feel
Facts.
like if he did talk too much, he got too much shit going on, man. Like,
Yeah, Uncle
but it's
Dennis.
crazy, like you just never know in the NBA, man. I feel like when Gilbert Arenas stepped into the podcast space, he definitely opened up eyes for us as fans to what goes on behind the scenes, like stuff that you probably never imagined would go on. And with that situation, it's just like, man, that's just crazy. Like you risking money, you risking suspension, you just offer just for a couple dollars or things that that they probably been doing, but it's just like somebody's either leaking this information or somebody got sloppy because this I figure this is not the first time people done this has happened. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? No, especially with Kawhi, he probably learned that from somebody or just somebody just dropping the ball. But what social media is and people paying for information and all this shit, you just never know for real.
Man,
What you think about it?
I'll say this, man. I thought it was kind of hard though, for real though. I was like, dang, if you could do that, like, I mean, on some like business, like, I'm like, they low key finesse it. It's your money though. At the same time, it's
Yeah,
like, I'm like, okay. I mean, it's like, but I get his rules and all that, but like,
yeah,
I mean, it's my money. Like, how you tell me what I can do with my money though? It's not like we the one of these poor franchises like family owned where we got this is our money. Like,
yeah,
Ballmer, he one of the richest men in the world. He got Microsoft money,
yeah,
so it's like I already get paid like in dividends like $1 million off of just one of his shares off of that though. So like just imagine that though. So like man, he said he got con. He said he went a little his PR team try to clean it up. We haven't heard from Kawhi though, but they
yeah. He
said just
probably ain't gonna talk about it.
yeah, 28 million no show job though. I ain't hating on it. I'm just like why you snitching? You feel me? Like what? Like what? You know
Yeah,
what's the
but
why?
you know how
Yeah,
it go when they saying that niggas creating fake anything that just don't sound good. It's like it makes it seem like people invested their money or put their stuff into something that never came to fruition. It kind of remind me of like on Power, when Ghost and then was with Harvey Tate, or not Harvey Tate, but Tate trying to make deals and stuff on the
yeah,
political side of stuff. Like that stuff really do be happening. When you got money, bro, you can do whatever you want to do, man.
right,
Them
right.
dudes playing with millions, man. Like you saying, Bomber playing with billions, not even millions. So it's like,
But I'll say this though. They said like the company that was sponsoring it, they like they getting sued for like a big lawsuit. Like they said they scammed a lot of celebrities though. So that's another key thing though. So like they said he got scammed though. So could be true though. So like I said,
it's possible.
when like you see like with the fraud fest and
Yeah,
all these hedge fund guys, getting hey, I can do this, I can do this with all this money. Remember we was on the
yeah,
cruise. We met them dudes that they was kind of like
yeah,
sketchy though. That's
yeah,
that's the type of people you get business with. They sell you a dream, and then they
yeah.
like, all right, they just trying to pay off their debt with using your money that you just used for investing. So it's like it's a, you got to watch who
Yeah,
you
it's
do business
possible.
with.
And then they probably so shicey. They the ones that probably leaked the information. They try to probably blackball them. They wasn't going. They be like, oh, okay, you don't wanna, you feel me? We just gonna leak this information before it get out that we the one. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how it is these days. Who's the first one to say something? Because most of the time people gonna go after the first thing that's released. A lot of people don't really do their research. Some the real ones do, but most people they just going off the first headline. So as soon as they get to hearing like Kawhi stealing, motherfuckers just gonna run with that and just you feel me? Don't
Yeah,
even look into it to see he got scammed or whatever. Cause it's like I don't really take Kawhi as a guy to be out here scamming. Well, I don't know these dudes, but it's like, come on, man. Kawhi came from humble backgrounds. Like I don't really think he just seemed like the type that he just want to just do his thing and hoop and just be with his family. Like,
no, I agree,
man, he
man.
made a song with Young Boy and Rod. He brought Wild Wave and Young Boy on the album, man. He
Yeah,
got
that's
my
legendary.
vote, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, that culture jam, man.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was out of nowhere too. Though. I was like, okay, he got an album. Kind of caught
Man,
me off guard though.
but then again, when he doing that, it's like, bro, is he on some Birdman? Is he behind the scenes? Just like,
Doing straight.
what's the dude from the Unusual Suspects? Kaiser Sose. Is he on that type shit? Just on some acting like he just be quiet dude, but whole time he behind the scenes puppeteer and shit. Like, man,
Yeah, nah, that's fast. That's fast, man. Let's get back to some football though, man.
all right.
So we seen Jalen Hurts what he did yesterday. He had the the Super Bowl MVP. He did his thing. He outperformed. He really outperformed Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl. To be honest, keep it a bean with you though. So man, is he officially top 10? Man, we got Gilly, Cam Newton going back and forth. So like man, is he top 10, man? After what we just seen these past
So you
couple
talking about
games?
Jalen Hurts, the nigga that play for
Yeah,
the Eagles?
yeah, man.
Hell no, he not top 10. Fuck that nigga.
Oh man, oh
He began. He what
man.
the, he can't throw the ball. He can't throw the ball. That's all he can do is run.
Hey man,
That's all he just QB sneak every time. He don't man. He cheating, bro. QB sneak every throw the ball, nigga. What he doing?
dang,
He not top 10. He 11. I give him 11. If he number 11 in my book.
okay, we ain't gonna say the
But
top five. So
I'm biased though. You feel me?
right, no. So,
Cause,
but
cause
who in
nah,
front of him?
cause on some real, when they asked him about Dak Prescott he act like who? He kind of like who? Like he couldn't just be just be like he decent, but he just gonna be like, man, I'm focused on the game. So nah, you not top 10, buddy.
Who 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 in
That
front
show
of
he was
him?
better. I put Dak
Okay,
before Jalen Hurts
respect. He
off
top
that
10
game though.
cause he
Huh?
top 10 cause he top 10. Y'all don't know. I ain't seen top five. He down there might be top five. He's six. He like
I
shit. I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah.
I gotta get a list of all the quarterbacks, but if he top 10, he 11, man.
No, I
He
was gonna
right.
say no. Yeah, okay, I respect that. No, I ain't gonna. We ain't gonna do no. I'm just saying like with the range of like okay,
Oh no.
yeah, that's all I'm just saying.
If I wasn't on no hater shit, I put him like 7 for sure. 7, 6, 6,
That's
7.
respectful. Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
like I said, we already got the four horsemen.
Who
Uh,
your four horsemen?
Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, and Lamar. And five is
I don't know.
interchangeable.
I don't know if Lamar in the top 5 now. I don't know
Come
if
on,
Lamar
cuz.
in top 5 now.
I ain't the biggest Lamar fan, but come on, cuz.
I
You see
don't
what
know if he top 5 now.
you tripping, bro?
I fuck with Lamar. I
Man,
got
nah, you
who
ain't
the
saying
other
that.
quarterback? Nah, cause I ain't gonna lie. you got to put Burrow before Lamar.
That's what I said. I said the four horsemen.
You said Burrow, Josh Allen,
Mahomes and
Mahomes.
Burrow and Lamar. I
Mm,
just said the four. I just said four. I said that's like that's top four right there off rip. Now Burrow,
uh,
I think Burrow is better than Lamar. That's my person. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Hell yeah, I agree with that.
I'm trying to think who's some
We
other
got better weapons.
who's what other name some other quarterbacks that's out there.
All right, you got Matthew Stafford,
Okay,
Baker Mayfield,
Lamar better than them.
who else you got? You can say Jordan Love. A lot of people putting Jordan Love up there.
Yeah,
CJ Stroud,
yeah, Lamar better than them. Who else?
Dak.
He better than that.
Who else? Who else? Who else? I'm missing. I'm probably missing some names though, but that's just I can think of top of my head.
He better
Oh,
than Washington. Yeah, okay.
Jaden
Yeah,
Daniels. He
yeah,
top 10.
yeah, but Lamar better than him. Yeah, Lamar is definitely in the top four. Like I said, I thought for some reason, I'd be thinking Tom Brady and sometimes some quarterbacks still out there, but now Lamar definitely top four. If
Okay,
that's who Lamar got to win the championship.
that's facts.
Lamar got to
Yeah.
win the championship. He you can't. It's rare to get back to back super teams. Like we better, and I feel like it's all eyes on him. Like he got the talent. I ain't never denied his talent. Lamar been that nigga, but I feel like he has to do what Jalen Hurts did. You got to know when to run and when to throw. You see, Jalen Hurts, he wasn't forcing that because if he tried to force it, it would have fell into
Yeah.
our hands. You
Hey,
feel me?
Cam said he a running back playing quarterback.
Yeah, man, he is a bruh. He like the dude from Florida State. Shout out Florida
uh,
State. You feel me? But
oh
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
be
he's
doing.
talking about yeah, Castano,
But that's what
yeah,
I
he's
be
talking
doing.
about
That's what say he play like his man. He play
yeah,
like a nigga off man, bro. That's what I be like, bro. If I can't, bro, I ain't about to throw the interception. I'm gonna run it every time. Like if you,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
not gonna put a spy, you ain't gonna like send some help. Like bro. Why not?
Right, right.
That's on us on the coaching level, on the coaching. But it's hard to do that because as soon as you do that, then that leaves open field for Brown and Devontae Smith to get open.
Yeah, yeah.
Or that just opens up the hole for Saquon to do it. Because, like you said, Saquon by himself is a monster to stop. So when you got two niggas running like that, and I feel like that's how Baltimore need to. That's how Baltimore, like going back to Baltimore, need to play. Like y'all gotta know when to run and know when to throw. Like damn near how he was in college. Y'all gotta have some option plays. They got a dynamic offense. So and then they finally got a decent defense. So like back in the day. So it's like this day year to win. Like I don't if they don't win it this year, I mean if they can keep everybody, yeah. But it's like, Derrick Henry only getting older. Lamar Jackson, it's like teams around him is only getting better. So like I said, with the Baltimore, it's their year, man. But it's a lot of teams that's won it. That's the thing. You feel me? A lot of teams won it, but on paper, it's Lamar's year.
Man, I was looking at the Vegas. It's Vegas and it's Buffalo's year, so that's all I'm gonna say. We gonna see Sunday
Man, I
night
think
though,
y'all
man.
should have done sale. I think y'all should have done
Man,
sale. Y'all,
it's a bit
y'all been
outside, man.
knocking on that door for like at least 5 years, and I feel like y'all at the end of the window. I ain't saying the window's closing, but I will say like y'all, you feel me?
The window's always open if you got Josh Allen, man. MVP, man. Remember that, man.
Josh Allen, he gonna do what he do. But it's a team though. You gotta have defense. You gotta have offense. Y'all got.
We
I'm saying y'all got. I don't know. We gonna see, man. It's
we
a
gonna
long
see,
season.
man. But hey, man, we used to talking all that smack about Archman and this, Archman and this. He gonna do this. So is he a bust, man? Because he was looking a little Midland. Shout out to Midland JUCO, but he was looking a little mid. He was looking a little mid versus the
Man,
Buckeyes.
this is first. Man,
Down the street.
It's his first game against the defending champions. You feel me? You got to cut him some slack, man. He shitted. He definitely pissed down his leg that first half. But if you going by the stats, he had a better game than the Ohio State quarterback. He damn near outscored Ohio State, and they had opportunity to win. I feel like play calling played a factor too. There's a couple plays where I'm scratching my head like, why are y'all running on third down, or why are y'all just making some like kind of not letting him doing what he was doing the second half. But it's like that Ohio State defense, man. Like that's like that could be an NFL defense on the like like a lower level team. So it's like that it really, but it's no excuse though. It's like that. It wasn't acceptable. He knows it's unacceptable. He knows he got to play better, but that's why you got a lot of football to play, and you in the SEC. So it's like you're gonna have more opportunities to knock off a high ranked team. But it's a lot. It's a lot of season left. They just can't with these kids, man. They just can't overhype them, man. You can't. But everybody can't be LeBron James. Everybody can't be certain players where they just got so much hype on them, and they live up to it. Because all they doing is setting you up to fail. Like you just said, 1 minute they talking about he the first round pick. Now next minute he a bust. Now next minute he trash. It's like damn, how can how can one just game? It's not like he lost to some scrubs. He lost to the champs. You get what I'm saying? So and had the opportunity to win at the end of the day, regardless if it started off terrible. He had the opportunity to win the game. Um, at home on the road. So, like I said, it's a lot of football left. They just need to chill, like you feel me, and trying to like project him to be the number one already. Let his game do the talking, and then we'll go from there. But that's my thing. But I don't think he a bust though. It's one game.
Man, I'm gonna say this, man. Hey, you showing them all the commercials, and he got all the endorsements and all that. Man, that
Yeah,
boy trash. Man, get out of here, boy. That boy is garbage right now, bro. He gotta show me because he in the SEC now. They're number one. They said he adopted. He might be adopted. Man, that boy was looking middling, man. That's why they was babysitting him in the playbook because he knew he was like, ooh, he ain't ready. The ball
Mhm.
was selling, missing throws.
Yeah,
So,
he was.
so like I said, shout out to Cuz CJ Hicks, man. Little Cuz going crazy, making plays down the stretch though. So, but I ain't even a Buckeye fan, but like I said, bro, we gonna see though. I'm gonna spare him though, but he looked trash versus worse than Buckeyes though. So
Yeah, he
all
did
that
throw the
all,
ball.
all that first round, they need to chill out though. Cause Shador, that was Shador, boy. They'd be destroying him worse. That's all I'm gonna say though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say though, man. But
we'll
it's
see.
Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday, man. We got to get some NFL picks in, man.
Football back, man.
All right,
Football.
first game, man. Jets versus Steelers, man. Aaron Rodgers returned to the Big Apple versus former team last year. Who you got in this game?
I got to steal. Where they playing at? They playing in Pittsburgh.
I think they play in New York. I'm not really sure. I think they play in New York, though.
Is Aaron Rodgers starting?
Yeah, hell yeah, shit. He better start.
Dude, I ain't know. Like you
Yeah,
feel me. I ain't know. I ain't. I'm. You know what I'm. You know what I'm repping, man. I don't
I
really
feel
want
you. I mean,
too much.
it's
But
Aaron
I but I
Rodgers.
but I got the Steelers winning that game.
I got Steelers too, man. I feel like it's gonna be interesting though. See how Justin feels. He didn't look too good in preseason and training camp though. But we're gonna see though, man. Like I said, I don't really mess with the Jets. I'm Bills Mafia anyway though. It's gonna be interesting. But it might be a low scoring game though. So if you betting though, definitely take the under on that game. Who knows who's gonna come out? Because like I said, the Jets could win though. You never know. It's week 1 o'clock game, so home game. You
Yeah,
never know, man. But like I said, TJ Walker, Justin Fields going against his former team. So that could
yeah,
be interesting though, too, though, man.
yeah.
Lions were
It's a new look. It's a new look. Steelers for sure. This is
yeah.
gonna be. Tomlin is on the hot seat because it's like a lot of people questioning why you got Aaron Rodgers and a couple of the moves they made, but Tomlin, he with every team that he's ever since he been with the Steelers, he ain't never had a losing record. So you got to trust the process. So I got the Steelers.
Right. Okay. So Lions versus Packers. Your boy.
That's gonna be a crazy ass game.
Yeah.
The Lions has come to they're not they used to be the laughing stock of the you that was they had nice jerseys in Detroit, but now they one of them teams that can go to the Super Bowl. They've been knocking on that door for a long time too, with that dual running back, and they having that high powered offense, and then they got that high turnover rate defense. Um, so yeah, but then the Packers, they just got our boy Michael Parsons, Jordan Love, and them Packers always been knocking on that door too. Their defense is a little well. I can't say their defense is a little substantive because they got Michael Parsons now, so that can turn up any defense and rejuvenate their mindset. So I got the Lions. It's gonna be a high scoring game. I got the Lions. It's gonna probably be like 35-30. I got the Lions winning that game, and I'll do the overs on that for that
Hell
game.
yeah.
I think
Good
that's gonna be a
call.
scoring game. I
I
feel
like
like
that.
both running backs. I think both running backs from Detroit and the running back from Green Bay,
Jacobs.
they gonna score.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Good
they
call.
both gonna score.
I
It's gonna
like
be a high scoring.
I like Green Bay in this, man. I think they got I think they in win now mode. I think they got a chance to they've been the second or third. Shit, they've been third. That division been tough, man. With the
Yeah,
Vikings, that's really one of the best divisions in football for real. So like
yeah,
that, so like they really gotta I think the Packers gotta make they stable. They've really been running the division for almost 20 plus years. So now they got Parsons back, and they got their quarterback for the future. They got a first round draft pick receiver. I think they and Rashawn Gray. I think the Packers gonna do good. And the reason why I say this because the Lions they lost both their head coaches to the Jets, the defensive coordinator, and the offensive coordinator Ben Johnson to the Bears. So
mm,
it's gonna be kind of shaky. We're gonna see how the new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator calls some plays though.
yeah.
And that, they lost Cash Doll's boyfriend Zadarius. He going to the he going to the Eagles. He was a big factor for him too. Shout out to
Yeah,
Cash Doll. Shout out to Bees, man. Shout out to
yeah,
Detroit, man.
yeah. Shout out to Detroit, man. But now I feel like I said, sometimes change is good. Like clearly they've had, like I said, championship level teams, or championship caliber teams. I want to say championship winning teams, but and they did what they had didn't do anything. So maybe it's time for give somebody else a different opportunity.
Yeah, most definitely, man. All right, we got the Bears versus Vikings Monday night game, man.
I don't even know why that's on Monday night. I got the Vikings. The Bears is trash. Shout out Cuz or Unc, whatever, Cuz Unc Dave, man, Chicago, man.
Shout out to Cub because
The Bears. I don't know what's going on. They the Cubs for real. They the Cubs just like the baseball team, man. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
why
this.
they ain't been good since Brian Urlacher, man.
I know they quarterback like to paint his nails, but they got a new coach. He was from the Lions. Man, I'm going with the Bears, man. They gonna turn it around, man. I got them making the playoffs too, man. Wild card, man. Shout out to the Bears, man. Shout out to Fono, 63rd, Bartholomew and Auto, man. I got the Bears, man. Let's go Bears, man. Brisker, man. So I feel like the Bears gonna make some work. They heard people like you, man. They gonna hear that noise, man. They've been getting dogged. And I feel like this a change. This year they're gonna change their culture because Caleb Williams' numbers wasn't that bad last year. And the Vikings got a new quarterback, JJ McCarthy, though. So he coming back from injury though. So like we gonna see how he plays Monday night. Hey, everybody watching that game. So we gonna
Yeah,
see, man. It's gonna
Light's
be
gonna be
interesting.
definitely on, but I'm trying to tell you, man, Vikings gonna put belt to ass.
All right, we gonna see. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Sunday night football, man.
This should have been a Monday night game for real. This one right here.
It should have, but on some real, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I like I'm a more of a Sunday night football guy though, cause like
Yeah.
I like the production. I like NBC. Like that's why I'm glad the NBA going to NBC.
Mm,
That's just me though, because I feel like Monday night they be having some random, like you said, like this game should have been on Monday night. It'd be some
yeah.
random games on Monday night. It'd be like Tennessee versus the Cardinals. Like who trying to watch that? Like or the
Mm,
Packers versus the Colts. Something random like that though. You feel me?
mm.
So it's like yeah, but Bills Ravens, man. Who you got on that, man?
It could go either way, man. This is the game one, like you saying, like you can't you want to play you of course you want to play your best, but you just know like this ain't gonna be the last time we see each other, and this don't really mean nothing this early. Like you can make a statement, but it just is like it don't really mean nothing in the long run. Because teams gonna get way better down the stretch. So, but I have I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens. I feel like the Ravens, like I said, they gonna make a statement. I feel like they gonna show the league that this is their year. I feel like they have to. I feel like they have the type of team where they supposed to be blowing people out. I ain't saying they're gonna blow y'all out, because y'all definitely always have a good defense, and Josh Allen gonna do what he do. But I just feel like being able to just to just run it like you know how like we was doing against the Eagles, just always get first downs,
Yeah.
always be able to be in the red zone. I feel like with that dual threat with him, Flowers, um, and Lamar and Henry, um, and they got a good tight end too. I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews. Yeah.
Yeah.
They the sky's the limit, man. Like, and they got a good, decent defense. So it's like, it's their year, man. But I got the Ravens winning. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bills win. I feel like this is also gonna be a high scoring game. I don't think this is gonna be a low scoring game. But I got the Ravens.
You know, when you say it's gonna be a high scoring game, that kind of scares me though, because I feel like, ooh, our defense gonna be shaky though. So, we're gonna see, man. But shout out to the Bills, man. I got Bills, man. So 716. Shout out to Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, man. We getting that dub, man. We really coming, man. We gonna win. This the year, bro. If this ain't the year, this the year, man. I ain't gonna lie though. I said that twice because this gonna be the year though. I said Vegas got us, ahead of winning the Super Bowl though. If Vegas don't get it wrong, so you gonna hear we gonna get back to this episode February though, because like I said, this the year we're gonna start that. You gonna win that Super Bowl, man. We got a new stadium too. Josh Allen just married, the co-star for centers. I guess that's good mojo to go into the season too. You feel me? You got centers. Hey man, it's 7 out of 10, but hey, Josh Allen, he gonna ride that momentum though, man. You
I mean,
feel me
that
though?
nigga that nigga probably skipped training camp. I mean, that nigga was not putting in work. That nigga was eating good, nigga. Oh yeah, he about to come in you come in the game 20 pounds overweight, man. He already a
Man,
big dude, no diddy, but it's like, bro, like. Man, but nah, y'all gonna like I said, man. Like I said, this is I told you y'all window. This is y'all year too. It's a lot of teams. It's crazy. It's a lot of teams. Window is starting to close because that's how it is in football. Like you got like that little window where you would championship or playoff, depending on contracts and what's out there and injuries and stuff like that and your draft picks. But so, like I said, if the Bills don't do nothing now.
lucky our division is ass. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's what
But
we
like
got on our side though.
yeah, yeah, it is true. But like you said, that only lasts for so long. Like players is getting better. Like
Hey, Tom Brady ran the division for 20 years, man. So hey, Josh Allen got it 5 years straight. So we gonna keep that bitch 6 years, man. So go Bills, man. You did what I'm saying, man. But hey, I got a banger for you though before you go to sleep though, man. Jason Kidd or CP3, man. Who you taking?
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd. He
Are you
6'4", can play defense, can play offense. He's a champion. And to me, the difference between how Chris Paul plays point guard and Jason Kidd plays point guard. Jason Kidd, he knows it's like he knows where you about to be before you gonna be there. He puts it in a way where only you can get it, and it's in the flow of the offense. Chris Paul, he's like the type to dribble the shot clock out. He got a scheme. He plays chess a little bit too much out there, and when you doing like that, it's like you forcing it. You missing out on a lot of open plays because you just trying to work this play, or you trying to get this mismatch, or you trying to get this pick and roll instead of just playing what the defense really gives to you. Um, and like I said, Chris Paul ain't no champ. I don't know. Like I said, Chris Paul is great. Don't get me wrong. I feel what DeMarcus Cousins be talking about because
mm-hmm.
he's good, but in terms of point guard, I've just seen better. And it's like, don't get me wrong, his days in New Orleans, his day with the Clippers is legendary. He's stamped. Even his little stint in Houston, like they could have won got past Golden State if he didn't get hurt. But comparing him to Jason Kidd, like if I was a GM and I could just get all the players in their prime and it was up to me to right now who I could draft, Jason Kidd or Chris Paul, I go Jason Kidd. He does everything for you. Like he's a winner. He a winner, and like you saying on that fast break, like he is like like he's almost like a little mini Magic Johnson in terms of the Showtime effect. because he like literally put New Jersey on his back. When he went to Dallas, he was a focal part of them winning the championship. Even when he was in New York, they didn't win the championship. But him to able to play at that age and still be effective, um, I like Jason Kidd over CP3. But what about you, cuz?
Hey, you broke it down perfect, man. That's why I wanted you to, hey, break it down, man. So I ain't gotta say it. Like I said, you broke it down to a science though. Cause like I said, I like
But
Jason
Chris
Kidd.
Paul, but like I said, Chris Paul smooth though. I ain't because we
Yeah,
probably niggas gonna probably how niggas interpret things, but
yeah.
but I just as a watching basketball, just looking at it, Chris Paul, it just like for him to not average 10 assists, it should be easy for him to average like 10 assists for multiple, like almost every year, but he don't because it's like he tries to force, like it's like he's trying to force the play instead of just like letting it come naturally.
I say this though. I like Jason Kidd better, but like I think Chris Paul is more like a better scorer than Jason Kidd. Like it's some
Yeah,
area, but I think Jason Kidd is a better passer though, like
yeah,
natural passer though. Cause like you said, Chris Paul be trying to force it though, even though he don't turn the ball over. But like Jason Kidd just be doing just like off instinct plays though. Like
yeah,
it's crazy the plays he just throw the ball off the court, just make a play after that though, without dribbling though. So like him and Steve Nash and Rondo, like them three are like them like the Bob Cousy like 2.0s,
yeah,
man. They
yeah.
do it all though, man. So I like it. I like them though, bro. But like I said, man, that's another episode of Cloud On Talk, man. Man, nightcap, man. That's our football picks of the week, man. So like, share, subscribe, man.
Like, share, and subscribe.